What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have a lot of changes that happened last night due to the update. One of the things that stuck out the most to me was most definitely this lucky store, so we're going to jump into that. I've literally done 20,000 coins worth of refreshes across 3 of my accounts to make sure we've tested it fully. There's no data mine info, but I'm pretty sure I have all the hero copies you can get, because yes, you can get good hero copies now from this, not Edgar's and stuff like that and Lutz's. No, we can get like Sherlocks and Garudas and Rogans, and there's a lot of good stuff here. So let's jump right into it. We are going to be going over the rest of the changes plus a developer Q&A tomorrow. So if you guys want to hear more information about more changes coming, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We'll have a video tomorrow on that, but today is all about the Lucky Store, and finally they made the changes I was talking about for so long. Let's jump right into it. So for those of you who don't know where the old Lucky Store used to be, I mean, you can always hit it now from the marketplace, but if you go into Wishing Fountain regular, you'll notice there's this little icon up the top. Probably at least a couple people didn't even realize it was a thing, but as you use your wishing coins, you will get these resources right here, these lucky coins. Now, as you see here, this is the old version of the shop. If you don't hit the refresh button, you will still have the old heroes. So for some reason you wanted some food heroes, you can still get them as long as you already had them on this page. The second you hit the refresh button, you'll automatically see higher tiers of gear, hero copies, hero shards. That's pretty much what it has in here. Now, let's go over what you can find in this new one. We're not really going to talk about these red 3 stars because, I mean, you just shouldn't really be getting them anyway, unless maybe you need some food. The red ones might be okay and a decent value. We'll have to break that down for disassembling equipment, but we don't know, because if you do need that soul resonance, it could be worthwhile. So let's jump into a nice little infographic I made up. I broke down everything that I found on the Lucky Store, so let's go. Okay, so let's go down the breakdown here of what these guys cost. At the 400 point mark, I'm going to be blocking a little bit right here, but it's essentially for one piece of 1-star orange gear, it is going to cost about 400 a piece. When we move on over to the next tier up, you're going to be able to get the 2-star orange gear for 1,000 lucky coins each. So again, each piece, this a whole set is going to cost 1,200. A whole set here is going to cost 4,000. Moving up further, this is where we get to the faction specific 5-star shards. For 4,000, you can get essentially some food heroes for a faction of your choice. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world. It's very similar to what we have in the guild store now, so it's not completely off base. It's at the very least a little bit better than our old system, because before, getting Edgas and stuff like that, they ranged anywhere between about, I would say, I think 8,000 and 12,000. Like Balrogs were 10, Edgas were 12, things like that. So not too bad. Moving up to 6,000 lucky coins per piece is 4-star gear. Now this one might be the one some people go for if they really need gear pieces to really advance their resonance gear to increase both heroes and the overall power of their account. So I mean, not bad. 6,000 a piece isn't horrible. 24,000, the price of one of the good heroes on this, is essentially a full set of 4-star gear. Again, to each their own. If you don't need any of the hero copies you're about to see, then you should be in a fine spot. The first tier of heroes are going to be at 12,000 points. So these are the traditional starter heroes that they try to give you everywhere, from Brave Trial, Guild Store, the 4-star or the 4-hero chest that you can get in the early game. You can pick from Garuda, Penny, Horus, and Cthulhu. I mean, honestly, out of this one, Garuda copies are just coming at us left and right, but there's a lot more Penny copies becoming available. And even though you get 5 Garudas from the new leveling system, Penny sounds like a fun one that you could actually do, so long as you have some wishing coins. Now, 12,000 does take quite a bit of time to save up, especially if you're free to play. You're not going to get that many coins daily. It's something you got to decide on. But if you do save and you use them, you can get a hero copy. And lastly, at the 24,000 mark, we have Rogan, Sherlock, Ithqua, and Delacium. So Ithqua and Delacium, amazing hero. I mean, Delacium just kind of seems to have a use almost always on an account. Now he's like one of the best heroes to use for Broken Spaces 9. Ithqua, just one of the best PvE damage dealers in the game. Sherlock, really only used for Sealand for the Fortress faction at this point as a supporter. And then Rogan, probably one of the best supporters in the entire game. That copy could be coveted and very worthwhile. So I want to jump back into the game because I want to show you guys a few more things, but this is essentially the snapshot. I might make a link to this in case you guys want to save a copy of it yourself so you guys don't have to revisit the video, but let's jump over back into the game. So one thing I did want to talk about is if you were thinking about using it for disassembling equipment, so of course if you do want to get more soul resonance, there is one thing to think about, and that is the prices. So the orange gear will give you 177,000 of the soul resonance for 150, which is okay, but if you do go up to a 1-star, the 1-star orange gear gives you 531,000, so that is in reality a better deal, or at least very, very close to it. And then if you really want to go all out, the 2-star gear here gives you about 1.6 million of the soul resonance. This is probably the best deal because it only costs 1,000. Neither one of them, you could buy enough of them to be at a cheaper price for as much soul resonance. So if you're talking about farming soul resonance, your best bet is probably getting this staff right here. So we talked about that. Another thing I really wanted to talk about is refreshing this store. So something I have noticed across quite a few of my accounts I've done is I've never seen the same hero shown twice, and we're going to test this live. I believe there is a daily cooldown that you can only purchase or even see a hero one time a day. So we're going to go through this. The first hero is Horus. So we're going to see if we find one of everything. We got a Rogan there. See if we find a Horus, Rogan, Garuda, Delacium, Ithaqua. So in reality, hold on. In reality, we only have Sherlock, Penny, and Cthulhu are the ones we haven't seen. Is that right? Let's see. Let's keep going here. You see there's the shards here that you can find as well. We got the Penny. We got the Cthulhu. I think we just have the Sherlock left, and I think that's everybody. So what we're going to see here is, unless we tested improperly, you're not going to get any more hero copies that day. So it seems like there is a max of 1 hero a day of each hero that you can purchase. So if you have a ridiculous number, don't waste your refreshes like I'm doing. This is one of my other accounts. I'm just using this for the science of it. You'll notice the heroes just simply do not pop up after a certain point. This is very similar to the old system where you could get each one of them to pop up one time a day. Normally took about 8 to 10-ish rerolls, and then you'd have access to all of them that you want to purchase. And after that, you have to wait for the next daily reset for it to go through. So let me know what you guys think about the new Lucky Store. I personally absolutely love it. Haven't really broken down the prices too much besides talking about that soul resonance breakdown. I mean, you should probably be saving for 4 copies or the 4-star gear to make resonance gear. But once you have resonance gear, technically you need to re-roll them all. So yeah, a conundrum. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow we'll have a dev Q&A. We'll have some answers on what are some upcoming features and quality of life changes. And of course, we'll go over the rest of the new changes in game. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.